The Earth's frozen landscapes have long captured the imagination of scientists and adventurers alike, with their desolate beauty and harsh, unforgiving conditions. But the ice and snow that cover these regions can also reveal strange and unexpected treasures, locked away for centuries or even millennia. From preserved mammoths to ancient viruses, the frozen terrain has yielded an array of weird and wonderful discoveries. Today, we'll explore some of the most intriguing and bizarre things that have been found frozen in ice and the secrets they hold about our planet's past and its future. A 10,000-foot mountain range. The Gamburtsev Mountains, which are located in Antarctica, have long been a mystery due to their inaccessibility. New developments in imaging technology have made it possible for researchers to better understand this mountain range. The Gamburtsev Mountains are a massive range that spans 750 miles and has peaks that may reach a height of 10,000 feet. One of the reasons why we know so little about these mountains is because they're buried under a mile of ice. This makes it difficult to explore the area and collect data. In the 2000s, researchers were able to use ground-penetrating radar to collect data and map the mountains. Based on the data collected, the Gamburtsev Mountains are believed to be similar in appearance to the Alps. According to magnetic anomalies, between 250 and 100 million years ago, when dinosaurs controlled the planet, the billion-year-old granite was elevated into jagged peaks. The data collected using ground-penetrating radar has allowed researchers to create a more detailed picture of the Gamburtsev Mountains. This imaging technology works by emitting radio waves into the ice, which bounce back off the bedrock and provides information about the underlying terrain. From this data on the Gamburtsev Mountains, scientists have been able to create 3D maps of the area, revealing the shape and extent of the mountain range. By analyzing the radar signals, researchers have been able to determine the depth and thickness of the ice sheet covering the mountains, as well as the structure and composition of the bedrock below. Insights into the geological history of the area have also been provided. The magnetic anomalies detected by radar suggest that the mountains were formed through a process of uplift and erosion, similar to the way that the Alps were formed. The age of the rocks suggests that the mountains may have been part of an ancient supercontinent, and that they were lifted during a period of tectonic activity that occurred around 250 to 100 million years ago. The data collected from the Gamburtsev Mountains has been crucial in helping scientists to understand this remote and little-known part of the world. By revealing the scale and structure of the mountain range, this research has opened up new avenues of exploration and has provided important clues about the geological history of Antarctica. The Gamburtsev Mountains are an incredible discovery that has shed light on an area of Antarctica that was previously unknown to us. The discovery of this mountain range also underscores the importance of continued research and exploration, as there may be many other secrets hidden beneath the ice that we have yet to discover. Lake Vostok. Lake Vostok is one of the largest subglacial lakes in the world, located beneath the East Antarctic ice sheet. It is named after the nearby Vostok Station, which is a Russian research facility located on the surface of the ice. The lake is around 250 kilometers long, 50 kilometers wide, and up to 800 meters deep, making it one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. It is estimated to contain over 1,300 cubic kilometers of water, which has been isolated from the atmosphere for millions of years. The lake was discovered in 1996 by a team of Russian scientists using radar equipment to survey the ice sheet. Since then, several scientific expeditions have been conducted to study the lake, but direct sampling of the lake water has been limited. The isolation of Lake Vostok from the outside world has made it an extremely interesting area of study for scientists. The lake is believed to have been sealed off from the atmosphere for at least 15 million years, which means that the water and sediment at the bottom of the lake could provide important insights into the history of the Earth's climate and the evolution of life on our planet. The lake is also notable for the extreme conditions that exist within it. The water is under high pressure, which means that it's unlikely to freeze, even though the temperature at the bottom of the lake is estimated to be around -3 degrees Celsius. The lake water is also believed to be rich in oxygen and nutrients, which could support unique ecosystems of microbes and other organisms. Microbial life has, in fact, been discovered in the lake. In 2013, a team of Russian scientists reported finding evidence of life in samples of water taken from the lake. They detected DNA sequences that were similar to those of known organisms, including bacteria, archaea, and eukaryotes, which are organisms that have a nucleus and other membrane-bound organelles. The discovery of microbial life in Lake Vostok was significant because it showed that life can survive in extreme environments that were previously thought to be uninhabitable. It also raised the question about the origin and evolution of life on Earth and the possibility of life on other planets. However, the discovery of life in Lake Vostok is still the subject of debate and controversy among scientists. Some experts have raised concerns about the possibility of contamination of the samples, which could have introduced DNA from other sources. To address these concerns, strict protocols and international agreements have been put into place to ensure that any future exploration of Lake Vostok is carried out in a way that minimizes the risk of contamination and preserves the unique ecosystem of the lake. Photos frozen in time. Ernest Shackleton was born in Kilkea, Ireland in 1874 and later moved to London to attend school. He was fascinated by exploration and adventure from a young age, and after completing his education, he joined the Merchant Navy and later became involved in expeditions to Antarctica. Shackleton led an expedition in 1914, and the ill-fated journey became known as the Endurance Expedition. The expedition was named after the ship, the Endurance, which Shackleton and his crew used to travel to Antarctica. The ship became trapped in ice, and after months of being stranded, it eventually sank. Shackleton and his crew were forced to survive on the ice for several months, and then embarked on a dangerous journey in a small lifeboat to reach the nearest inhabited island. A remarkable discovery was made years later in 2013 by a group of conservationists who were reconstructing huts in the Antarctic. They found a lockbox frozen in a block of ice, which contained a century-old collection of black and white photographs from the ill-fated expedition. Upon examining the images, it became apparent that they documented the hardships and struggles faced by the crew during the expedition. The photographs showed the crew members looking worried and distressed as they realized the gravity of their situation. One of the most striking photos shows Ernest Shackleton standing proudly, possibly symbolizing his determination and resilience during the difficult journey. Despite the extreme conditions and challenging circumstances, the crew members miraculously managed to survive and reach their intended destination. The discovery of the photographs not only sheds light on the events of the tragic expedition, but also serves as a testament to the crew's courage and perseverance in the face of adversity. Despite the numerous setbacks and dangers faced by Shackleton and his crew during the Endurance expedition, they managed to survive and return home, and Shackleton was hailed as a hero for his leadership and determination. He went on to lead other expeditions and was knighted in 1909 for his achievements in polar exploration. Shackleton is remembered as one of the most inspiring and courageous leaders in the history of exploration, and his legacy continues to inspire adventurers and explorers to this day. Grasshoppers in Ice. Montana's Beartooth Mountains are a range located in south-central Montana and northern Wyoming in the United States. They're a part of the Greater Rocky Mountains and are known for their rugged, alpine terrain and abundant natural beauty. One of these unique features of the Beartooth Mountains is the presence of several glaciers, including the Grasshopper Glacier. The Grasshopper Glacier is located on the northeast side of the mountains and is notable for the fact that it contains thousands of grasshopper remains preserved within the ice. The presence of grasshopper remains within Grasshopper Glacier is thought to be related to a swarm of grasshoppers that was caught in a late summer snowstorm in the early 1900s. Montana is known for its intense summer storms, which can bring significant amounts of snow to high elevations, even in the midst of summer. It's believed that the grasshoppers were in the process of migrating when the storm hit. They may have been attracted to the high elevations of the Beartooth Mountains as a potential food source or breeding ground, but were caught off guard by the sudden change in weather. Once the grasshoppers were buried in the snow, they would have been unable to escape. Over time, the snow would have become compressed and eventually turned into ice, forming the glacier that we see today. As the glacier has melted over the years, the grasshopper remains have been revealed. The insects are remarkably well preserved, with some estimates suggesting that there are up to 50,000 grasshoppers within the ice. This has provided scientists with a unique opportunity to study the ecology and natural history of the region. In addition to the grasshopper remains, Grasshopper Glacier also contains other interesting features, such as meltwater channels and rock formations that have been sculpted by the glacier's movement over time. All of these factors contribute to the uniqueness and beauty of this remarkable natural wonder in the heart of the Beartooth Mountains. Pejo is a small town in the Trentino Alto Adige region of northern Italy, located in the heart of the Italian Alps. The area is known for its beautiful scenery, rugged terrain, and historical significance, particularly as it relates to World War I. During World War I, the Pejo Valley was the site of intense fighting between Italian and Austro-Hungarian forces. The harsh conditions of the mountain environment, combined with the dangers of combat, led to the deaths of thousands of soldiers on both sides. Many of these soldiers were buried in the snow and the ice of the surrounding glaciers, which were then covered by additional snowfall and became frozen in time. Over the decades that followed, the glaciers continued to grow and shift, until eventually they began to melt due to global warming. Starting in the 1990s, as the glaciers began to melt, a number of fascinating discoveries were made. Among them were love letters and diaries, which had been written by soldiers and then lost in the snow during the heat of battle. The letters and diaries provide a remarkable glimpse into the lives and experiences of these soldiers, as well as the struggles and hardships they faced during war. In addition to the personal effects of the soldiers, the melting glaciers also revealed the bodies of those who had been buried in the ice. These discoveries were a poignant reminder of the human toll of the conflict, as well as the power of nature to preserve history and hold it frozen in time. The discoveries made in Pejo have since become a source of fascination for historians, scientists, and the general public alike. They serve as a testament to the enduring impact of World War I on the people and landscapes of Europe, as well as to the ongoing effects of global warming on the environment.